Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of the 10 days before New Year's. And this third day, we're going to talk about focus. Learning to focus single-mindedly on a task or single-mindedly on your vision. Now, nowadays we have so many distractions around us, and it's up to us to eliminate those distractions. As you can see, there's nothing behind me. I could have a bunch of different things all around, different things going on. Bookshelf is the biggest distraction. A lot of people have a bookshelf right behind them. Books are very distracting. They're very enticing. You want to read them. And that's just one example. When you're on the internet, you have the world's biggest distractions at your fingertips. There's literally an infinite amount of things you can read and do on the internet. Infinite because there's no end. Every second there's something new on the internet. So the way I eliminate distractions on the internet is just cut off Wi-Fi. When I'm not using the internet or when I want to read an article that's very long, I cut off Wi-Fi. Otherwise, I have a tendency to just click on a new link, and get through things. So it really helps to cut out the Wi-Fi when you're on the internet and not have any books behind you. But the reason I want to talk about focus today is because last day we spoke about vision. We spoke about creating a vision for your life, creating a vision for yourself. And when you've created a vision, it's now time to focus on that vision. And the more you focus on it, the clearer it becomes. And the clearer it becomes, the more real it becomes. Now, the longer you focus on it, the more it starts to take shape in your reality. When you hold the vision, it becomes, your reality starts to fit that shape, to fit the mold of that vision. But you got to focus on it. You got to hold that vision in the forefront of your mind. At the exclusion of other visions, at the exclusion of other people's opinions, at the exclusion of your own doubts. You got to exclude those things and exclusively hold your vision. Now, your vision is going to elicit a feeling. Anything you focus on is going to elicit a feeling, which is why it's so easy actually to realize where you're focusing. You don't need to think about your thoughts too much. You have a million thoughts going on every day, but there are certain times where you get a very strong feeling, and that's when you know, hey, I'm thinking a certain thought. If you're feeling really, really good, think, hey, what am I thinking about right now? And it's like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about I'm going to the park. Or it's like, I'm thinking about I'm going to go hang out with my friends. And when you feel really, really scared and fearful, like I did today on the motorbike for a brief second, I was like, hey, what am I thinking about? I'm thinking about crashing. That's why I'm feeling this way. I'm not thinking about crashing because I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling this way because I'm thinking about crashing. So quickly eliminate that thought and think, it's okay. It's all good. We're safe. So just listening to how you feel is going to allow you to realize where you're actually focusing. Now, yeah, you've got to eliminate distractions and you've got to just focus on your vision. So your vision, like I said, is going to elicit a certain feeling, and that's the feeling you want to carry around with you all day long. And we'll get into feeling in another video, but today I just want to talk about focus and how to focus. So when you walk out the door, when you walk out either door in your house, even your trap door downstairs or upstairs in the attic, any door you walk through, there's going to be more things to focus on. But it really helps to have some headphones. I don't have them on me right now, but if you got some headphones, you put the headphones in. You press play on your audiobook, or even better, you press play on a single track of an audiobook, a little 2-3 minute track on repeat. You can do something called loop focus. And loop focus is something that I've used in the past, and it's helped me tremendously. So basically what a loop focus is you're listening to a 2 or 3 minute or even 10 minute track, even 20 minute track, whatever. The shorter the track, the more powerful, because the more loops you're going to hear of it. And you can listen to them on all different subjects. You can listen to them on finance, you can listen to them on relationships, you can listen to them on confidence building, you can listen to them on nutrition. It's not really a hypnosis, because a hypnosis is more like when you're in a really relaxed state and you're just imagining this new being that you're becoming. But a loop focus is just a constant reminder, And so, for example, I'll do an example right here. I have a app on here. It's called the Voice Jam Lite. And what you can do is you can just speak something and you can loop it very, very simply. So, for example, watch this or listen to this. Ted is very, very cool. Ted is very, very cool. Ted, you are so cool.
Ted is very, very cool. Ted is very, very cool. Ted, you are so cool.
Thanks, man.
Ted is very, very cool. Ted is very, very cool. Ted, you are so cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Ted is very, very cool. Ted is very, very cool. Ted, you are...
That's right. I'm so cool. You can loop anything, and if you hear it a million times, it's gonna really bolster who you are. So a lot of times we've grown up, we've heard the same thing from so many different people, like, wow, Johnny, you're kind of fat, or wow, you're fat, or wow, Sally, you're really tall and skinny. You're really tall and skinny. And what that does, we hear these over and over and over again. Or it's like, wow, Mike, you're really lazy. You're like a really lazy kid. And you hear that from so many different people. You're really slow. You'll never amount to anything. You're just like your father. You're just like your mother. We hear these things so often, and it creates a self-image for us. We let other people dictate who we become because we take on their opinions. But now with loop focus, something as cool as that, as simple as that, you listen to that over and over and over again. You can even describe your vision in that. You can say like, my life is perfect because A, B, C, and D are happening to me every day. And whatever you're focusing on, whatever's coming in is what's coming out. So whatever you're focusing on, you're actually going to start seeing that in your day-to-day reality. So that's one tool that you can use. And another tool, another really cool tool, one of them I'm kind of using right now as I do this video, is called the Just Do It Hour. You just do something for 1 hour. Now this video is only taking me about 10 minutes to do, but I'm sitting down. Before this video I took a few notes. I sit down, I press record, I do this video, and it's done. Another great example of just do it hour. It doesn't need to be a whole hour, but ideally if you want to get a big thing done, it takes an hour to do it. So just sit down and do it for an hour. Something I did this morning, really, really cool. I cleaned my entire apartment here. I cleaned my entire room. Organized everything, put everything in the closet, cleaned the beds, organized the fruit, and it took me less than an hour, but I just said focus for 1 hour. Anyone can focus doing something that they want to do for an hour, so you just do it for an hour and it gets done. As opposed to just putting it off, doing little bits here and there. You set an appointment with yourself. You say, I'm going to do this for 1 hour from now until now. And you just do it. You don't do anything else. You just do that one thing until it's done. So that's another tool. But then something to keep in mind is that when you're truly doing something that you truly love, it feels effortless. Hang out with the person you have a crush on. It's effortless. And then try hanging out with someone who's kind of a pain in the ass to be around. It's an effort. It's a drain. You gotta really focus on what they're saying when you really just want to go to sleep. But when you're talking to your crush on the phone, you'll stay up all night long, focusing so intently because you just absolutely love the person. So when you're really doing something you love, you're going to focus on it. You're not going to be staring at your clock. You're not going to be worrying about setting a timer or anything. So it just comes effortlessly. So be aware of that and recognize when you're doing something that you love because the time's just flowing. Like for me, when I'm biking out on the road, I think this is the same for everyone. They get on the bike, they go for a ride down the street, up the hill, around the corner. They don't know how much time has passed. They're just riding their bike. They're having a good time. But when they get on an indoor bike trainer, like I've had to do in the past, and I'm about to start up again for the season, you get on the bike trainer and, man, you're not moving anywhere. You're just staring at the clock, and it takes a lot of focus. But what's cool about that is 'cause I love biking, but I don't love biking on the indoor trainer, but I love biking outside and racing. But I do the trainer because it's practice, and what it does is it develops my willpower, it develops my focus, it strengthens my focus. So even if you're doing something you don't really love, you can strengthen your focus by doing it anyway, over and over and over again. Now what most people do, this is not for you, but most people, not most people, but a lot of kids, they take an ADHD pill, like Adderall or Dexedrine or some focus pill that gets them to focus on doing whatever's in front of them. And a lot of the kids, they hate homework, they hate their schoolwork, but they take the drug and they focus so intently on whatever it is they're doing. There's a big crash that happens afterwards, but that's beside the point. That just F's them up long term, causes depression and things like that. But a lot of people, they don't train their focus. They just try and cheat the system. They try and cheat nature and just pop a pill, and it always ends up bad. So don't take the drugs. Just focus on what you're doing, and you can know that you can train it, and if you're doing something that you absolutely love doing, like reading a book, reading a really good book, you don't have to look at your watch and see how much time has passed when you're reading the book. You're just so absorbed in it. You're so absorbed in the book. When you're watching a really good YouTube video, you never check to see how much time is left. You just keep watching, keep watching, keep watching. But if someone shows me a boring video, the first thing I do is I grab the mouse, check to see what time is left. I'm like, oh, 6 more minutes. But for me, video editing, for example, is something I can sit down and do for 7-8 hours until my butt goes numb. I'm holding my bladder expands like crazy because I'm not moving. I'm just so in love. I'm so absorbed with video editing. So yeah, you can train your focus, but it doesn't require any effort when you're actually focusing on what you love doing. And use loop focus over and over and over again to keep your focus on what it is you want. Keep your mind off what you don't want by keeping your mind on what you do want. So hope you guys created the vision, and now today you can start focusing on it and just really drilling it in. What you think about comes about. So hope you guys have something to really focus on and move towards. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for day 4. It's going to be an even cooler day than today. And yeah, Merry early Christmas, guys. Lots of papayas. Have a good one. Ciao.